Morning, Reject Nation. It's Greg Alba here.
John is me.
The Real Rejects technical difficulties continues.
2018.
Last night, I was getting ready to go to bed so I could wake up at 6 in the morning to cover this trailer. You got to understand something. John and I, we have laptops. Both stopped working, but we have a computer tower that we do everything off of now. That completely broke down last night. My brother was here till 5 in the morning trying to help us get this fixed, and right now we are borrowing his laptop. I passed out at 5:30, and sure enough, the Venom trailer dropped a little bit later. I just couldn't be awake. I just couldn't be awake anymore. But here we are.
Finally, at long last, here to see how Eddie Brock became the Venom.
So things are later than usual now. It's because we don't have our awesome tower that we've been building the channel off of for the past couple of years. Start off the video negative. That's how you do every good video. Okay. He has a symbiote in him.
Takes place right after Spider-Man
3. Everyone's got their thing. Maybe it's a breakup, a death, an accident. Whatever it is, you used to be one thing. Now, you're something else.
Oh, Venom.
There it is.
We all have our own problems. Our own issues. Our own demons.
Cool.
Alright, it's not a bad tease.
That's not a bad teaser trailer. It's got a cool tone to it.
Yeah, very gripping, very dark.
I like Tom Hardy's voice.
Yeah, his like Ryan Gosling New York accent.
Yeah. And this is from the guy who did like Zombieland and Gangster Squad, so I was expecting a slightly more fun tone, even though it's a Venom movie. But I guess for a Venom movie, you would want a darker, more serious tone. I'll admit, guys, while this was a nice teaser trailer, it's kind of the same way I feel about Solo right now. Okay, cool teaser trailers. I like what we're getting so far. Knowing what this movie is and that this is just a Sony Pictures property and no Spider-Man in here, I'm still like, I don't know how this movie's gonna be. I still have no idea how this movie's gonna be.
I mean, is Tom Hardy gonna live up to Topher Grace's legacy? We just don't know.
We just don't know,
It's
people.
hard to say.
I know in the comics that sometimes Venom could be somewhat of a hero, and
yeah,
he has his own comic series. Yeah.
We can work that loophole.
But his storyline is still linked to Spider-Man, so this isn't really giving us a storyline. But there's images here that I did like. When Tom Hardy's like waking up and it's doing that cool kind of framework shit they're doing.
Yeah, and he's like having that like seizure thing inside the MRI machine.
I mean, this could be the Eddie Brock that we wanted for a while. That's one thing I think that seems cool about it. Without Spider-Man being here, I think that at least we could get a performance by the great Tom Hardy that could be worthy of an Eddie Brock.
Yeah, part of me feels like no matter how this stacks up as a Venom movie, you know, Tom Hardy will probably be pretty good, and Michelle Williams is always good too. And like the tone is cool, like it's dark and serious and stuff.
The way it's kind of shot and everything is reminding me more of like Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Man vibes in it.
Yeah, right. Got that Sony stamp. I mean, as a tease, it's cool that we don't actually get to see anything beyond just a bit of the symbiotic goo in a vial.
Yeah,
you know.
well,
So
it's setting up our hero too.
I really hope that this movie mentions Peter Parker and we just never see him.
Yeah,
Like just they have a
I'm
rivalry.
okay with that.
Parker.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the other teases we've seen. It's like this looks perhaps like a better movie than I thought it was going to be,
Yeah.
but I still have no idea how this is going to stack up.
Well, what I'm hoping this does, because the symbiote is a race. Last time we saw the symbiote was Spider-Man 3.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm hoping that this one really needs to be a strong course correction and a strong reintroduction into who Venom is and to what the symbiote is and what the symbiote race, I think, is. Like, there is a whole world you can do. I think you can do this without having Spider-Man in here. But right now, I'm not getting my hopes too high right now. Like, it's a cool tease, but it's like I'm intrigued, but I'm not sold yet.
Yeah. Perfect way to say.
I mean, Tom Hardy's a big saving grace.
Yeah, just because you know that no matter how the movie is, he's probably going to give a cool performance. Part of it will take seeing actual Venom for me, because I know that was a point of contention for many people when Spider-Man 3 came out, just not only the way they handled the character of Eddie Brock, changing him to this, like, scrawny, wiry Topher guy, but also just the look of him when he's Venom in full form. I know some people had big problems with that, so part of that too will come down to how they orchestrate that for this movie. That's what trailer number 2 is gonna have to sell me on.
I can respect the fact that you just see the symbiote, you don't see Venom in here.
For first trailer,
For first trailer, I can respect that, but
build
I
that hype
don't
train.
prefer that. I would have liked at least a little look at Venom.
At something.
Yeah,
you don't even have to
if
show
it's like
all
the
of it.
hand or something.
Yeah, or
I
even
would've
just
liked
a
a
look at
little
his
bit.
chest with that messed up spider
like
on it
just
or
a
something.
little something,
or a hint at how his jaws are going.
I'm
to
skeptical
work.
about this one, but I know I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Yeah, well,
All right.
'cause there's just no guarantee that this is gonna work out. Sony doesn't really have a baseline anymore, other than scrambling to get it right.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this is the one.
Because you showed us action scenes that don't have Venom there, but whatever. I don't know. It looked like the government might want the symbiote for themselves.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. You need a good. Guys, subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell.
Guys,
before I start getting too skeptical here.
Do you think they're gonna tease the 7 symbiotes in this movie and never make the sequel where we see them? Comment below.
Check us out on Patreon, people.
Yeah.
Use the support right now.
We can sure use,
No working computers.
Please. It's been a long 2 months.